Hello, welcome back to another edition of Premium Times Weekly Podcast. I am Titilope Fadari. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, said governors are responsible for incidents of political violence in the country. With less than 100 days to the general elections, Mr. Baba said he has been receiving intelligence that some state governors encourage political thugs. The IGP said the governors are using sub-national security outfits under their control to disrupt seamless and statutorily guaranteed campaign activities of candidates with whom they hold opposing political views. To this end, Mr. Baba warned the governors and their political parties against violence. President Muhammadu Buhari had given all security agencies the go-ahead to deal decisively with individuals or groups trying to prevent peaceful conduct of the general election. The High Court in Abuja on Friday discharged a former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachi Lawal, and 5 others of the 544 million naira grass-cutting contract fraud charges. The judge Charles Abgaza dismissed the charges in a ruling on a no-case submission filed by Mr. Lawal and his co-defendants. Mr. Agbaza upheld the no-case submission ruling that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission failed to establish a prima facie case against the defendants. Mr. Lawal, the first SGF appointed by President Muhammadu Buhari in his first term in office in 2015, was removed from the office because of the scandal in 2017. He and other defendants had pleaded not guilty to the charges. The EFCC said they will review and challenge the ruling at the Court of Appeal. Just to take you back, Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State raised a dust in the political space when he issued a lengthy statement in response to verbal attacks by supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi. Mr. Soludo said the LP candidate knows that he would not win the 2023 general election. He's just playing a game, the Anambra State governor said. Mr. Soludo accused Mr. Obi's supporters of bullying everyone who expresses the slightest dissent. The governor, who was a former CBN governor, said it's a known fact that more than half of Anambra State residents were living in poverty under Peter Obi. But Mr. Obi has responded by saying that government is a process, that he has done his best as a trader, then Mr. Soludo should do better as a professor that he is. Before we go, the National Bureau of Statistics has released some grim figures about our fatherland. The Bureau said 63% of Nigerians are multidimensionally poor. If you don't get this, it means 133 million people are poor. Out of this total figure, the NBS said 65% of poor people live in the north, while 35% live in the south. Also, poverty levels across states vary significantly. The incidence of multidimensional poverty ranges from a low of 27% in Ondo to a high of 91% in Sokoto State. I mean, this is the true definition of this life no balance. Always, this edition was written by Kabir Yusuf from Titilope Fadari. See you next week, and do not forget, if you like this podcast, please share and favorite, and also visit www.premiumtimesng.com to catch the latest edition of this podcast series.